Oh, look, my bunny bowl. Or is it rabbit bowl? Why is that out there? I need to put that away. What was I doing? I was talking about Hoovian stuff. Oh, yeah. Wanted to talk to those Hoovians out there. Sorry for the rabbit distraction. I wanted to talk to the Hoovians out there that are fellow writers like myself. Um, I know that people have been struggling and trying to write and get a writing job and accomplish their dream of being a writer. And you know what? I accomplished my dreams of being a writer. This is my 13th book. Now, you may ask, how did I do this? Yeah, there's the TARDIS back there. And my bunny bowl over there, or rabbit bowl. How did I do this? Well, I didn't do it by listening to anyone. I didn't have anyone manipulate me and pushing me in a direction. I had people trying to stop me from writing books and publishing books. And you know what the weirdest thing is? I had friends that basically held an intervention. And you know what the intervention was about? You know what was said? It was said to me, who do I think I am? They said, I never wrote a book, and I graduated college, and I always wanted to write a book. My answer was, well, what's stopping you? If you want to pursue your dreams, you will do everything in your power to work hard and push yourself to new heights and accomplish that dream. And if you believe in yourself so much, you will not be tricked by your own friends to stop that dream. You see, my own friends tried to stop me from putting out a book. And I didn't listen. And it didn't mean that I was breaking up friendship. It's that I knew what I had to do. And if they weren't on board with what I wanted, then I either didn't talk to them about it anymore or I dumped them as friends. Okay? Because if they were really my friends, they would support me in every way possible to accomplish my goal. And my goal was to write books. Now, there was others that wanted, I heard in the Hoovian community, to have a big writing job or work for the BBC or something like that. And that's fantastic. What you got to do is you got to, get your contacts, get your people that you know are in that field and talk to them and get to know people. And maybe they'll help you, get a job as a writer in that field. Right? I mean, that would make sense, right? But what you wouldn't do is you wouldn't be nasty to the biggest writer in the UK to destroy your career. And you would have to use your brain to know that if anybody was telling you to do that, they don't love you. They don't love your dream. They're trying to hurt you. And what happened was that person did burn his bridge. So you don't burn your bridge, because if you burn your bridge, you can't cross your bridge. So he burned his bridge. And why would he ever expect the person to be nice to him after he was nasty? See, he was so disrespectful, and that was fucked up. He should have never been disrespectful. There's a way to talk to people, all right, where it's civil, and if they had a problem with each other, they work it out. But you don't be nasty to someone. You talk to them in a right proper manner. And especially if the person was an idol like Russell T Davies. If you had an issue with Russell T Davies, you would talk to him as a person, not as a dog. And that person, Rabbit, talked to him like a dog. So if he talked to him like an animal, he got treated like an animal or rabbit. And what followed was, well, here's a question. Did that rabbit succeed and become the writer he wanted to be and get a job as a writer? Or is he sitting in his room with his action figures doing podcasts at the beck and call of the people that destroyed his career? That's the question. Or is it a wake-up call? You see, I'm not a villain. What I do in my life is I motivate people. I help people. I don't put my personal things ahead of my people. I always put my people ahead of myself. So, Jack, if I was your friend, I would do everything in my power to make sure that you accomplished your dream. I wouldn't use you for views on a YouTube channel. I wouldn't use you to create the news to fund my YouTube channel with content for weeks. I would help you to become the great writer that you want to be. And it's sad. It really is sad when someone gives up on their dreams. So the only thing I can tell you is, I don't know what you're going through, but you need to never give up. And you need to follow your dreams. And if your dream was a writer, that is your destiny. You need to be a writer. And if you made a mistake, you need to fix that mistake. If you yell at somebody and you shouldn't do that, you apologize to that person. Now, I don't know if you can apologize to Russell, but you can try to be a better person to everyone else and not be a hater. Now, I did see that podcast, and I got to say, you're going in the wrong direction in my eyes, disrespecting people. So you never give anybody a chance to love you if you disrespect people you don't even know. And you see, this is where there is a problem. The problem being that you need to make new friends, and your destiny lies elsewhere. You treat people, Jack, the way you want to be treated. You don't listen to these people. Get them out of your life and basically make your own destiny, Jack. I am all for you. I am all supporting you. Jack, you need to let them go, and you need to be all that you can be to fulfill your destiny, Jack. You need to, all right, you made a mistake. You need to be kind, like the doctor is. Don't lash out because of some bad apples. Don't lash out because you're miserable. Don't lash out because of some bad Whovians. You need to welcome people into your heart. If you don't know somebody, you don't act nasty to them. If you don't agree with them, you don't act nasty to them. There are people out there that do love this era of Doctor Who, Jack. And you can't be nasty to them. They didn't do anything they didn't do anything to you, Jack. They didn't do anything to you, man. You know what someone did to you? They hurt you, Jack. And I don't condone hurting anybody back, but you gotta cut them out of your life. They made you miserable, Jack. They tricked you. And you know what? Your destiny's still there, Jack. You need to write, Jack. You need to be a writer, Jack. Don't settle. Don't settle on crappy jobs, Jack. Don't settle on... You're more than that. You're more than your room and your horror figures and your Doctor Who figures. You're more than that, Jack. You could be the greatest friggin' writer in existence still. It's not too late, Jack. It's not. I followed my heart and I made my dreams reality. And you want to know how I did it? It was because I was strong enough to say no to people, to ignore the bad advice, to distance myself from the toxic people that were trying to bring me down. And people can make fun of me and knock my books, but guess what, Jack? I generated an income for myself. My books made it into the #1 book retailer in America. It's still there. I did that before I even did YouTube videos, Jack. I was doing book signings in Barnes and Noble. I was meeting so many wonderful people. In my job, I worked so hard to make the money as a district manager. And I made so much money that I was able to, I had, you know, it's just a long story. I don't want to get into it, but I spent a lot on my books. And you know what? At the time, I didn't care. I didn't care. I spent $30,000 on my books, Jack. It doesn't matter, and I don't regret it because I created something so wonderful. I created a story that continued on, and it's going to continue on. See, you are more, Jack. You are so much more than your dilemma. You are so much more than the bad things that happen to you, Jack. If you just believe, Jack, in yourself, if you just believe, Jack, believe in yourself, you can accomplish great things, Jack. The only thing I'm going to tell you now in closing is please, Jack, follow your dreams. Don't give up on your dreams, Jack. Don't give up on your dreams. Godspeed. Take care. Bye for now.